Rowell. I'm a health and nutrition coach and a diabetes practitioner in Manchester in the UK, and I post these videos to help to motivate you to be as healthy as you can be. And today I want to share a strategy with you that is a bit overlooked and maybe a bit obvious, but it can really change the game when you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle. And some of the things that we need to do or stop doing, it's not easy. It can take a while to see the results, but this thing is actually probably something that will give you some results pretty quickly, and it's quite easy to do. It's a proper kitchen clean out, and you've probably been told that you need to eat healthier to reach your health goals. You need to move more, and it's all about personal choice and willpower. But of course, there are a lot of things that you're not in control of when it comes to changing your lifestyle. You can't always control your sleep or stress that's thrown at you. You can't always control your hormonal changes that can really throw a spanner in the works, or emotional triggers that you might have, or even years of conditioning that may have shaped your relationship with food. You know, these things are not directly, quickly within your control. And that's why even with your best intentions, you may not be as successful as you want to be. And when you feel tired or hungry, and you see a packet of crisps or a bar of chocolate, then who can blame you to eat it, pick it up and eat it? So let's talk about this thing that you are absolutely in control of, what's in your kitchen. Or, you know, hopefully you are somewhat in control of that. Of course, you may be living with other people, then there's discussions to be had. The truth is, you don't always eat what you mean to eat. You eat what's easy, what's visible, and what's within your reach. And your kitchen can either support you or sabotage you without you even realizing it. And if you stock it with ultra processed snacks, then that's what you'll grab when you're short on time or low on energy. But if your fridge, freezer, cupboards are full of simple, nourishing foods, then better choices will become automatic. No willpower required. So I'm inviting you to take on the kitchen clean out challenge, and all you need is a couple of hours this week to clear out the foods that are working against you and restock it with options that can really support the way that you actually want to eat, and you know, support the way you want to feel. This can be a game changer, like I said. Ask anyone who's done it. It makes healthy eating feel much easier and way more natural. So, step one, obviously, what needs to go? What do you need to remove? You don't need to throw everything away that makes, if that makes you feel wasteful. Obviously, you can put it out of sight as well, or give it to somebody else, or ask somebody to hide it for now whilst you're getting into habits of into healthy habits. So you can also, you know, box it up. You can donate it, or share it with friends or neighbours. But here's what to look out for to remove. Obviously, anything that's not real food. If it comes in a packet and it has 20 ingredients or more and you don't even recognise them, it's got to go. And put it in a box, give it away, or hide it for now. Any foods with loads of artificial sweeteners, preservatives, colourings, if it sounds like it belongs in a chemistry lab, then it probably doesn't belong in your kitchen if you want to be healthy. And I'm not saying you can never eat that stuff, but why not make it easier for yourself and get it out of your house, so at least you're not, you know, eating it when you're at home. Products with loads of added sugars, so that could be, of course, stuff with just like normal white sugar, but also if it's got loads of honey, agave, syrups, fruit juice concentrates, all that stuff, I would say get rid of that too. Any items that are made with hydrogenated or refined vegetable oils like margarine, if it's like shop bought baked goods, a load of ready meals will have these hydrogenated fats in them, or sometimes called trans fats, and they are really, really inflammatory, damaging for your health. So get rid of those. I don't even know who you could give that to be honest. I would feel a bit bad giving that to somebody else. And then, of course, don't forget your personal kryptonite, the things that you can't resist, like ice cream, crisps, pizza, biscuits, chocolate, and stuff that you'd rather not eat, but you might really love, and that can really trigger you, tempt you. These are your trigger foods, and just be honest with yourself and get them out of sight, out of your kitchen, out of your house. So that could take a while, but I think it's really time well spent, and immediately once that's done, it's out of your house. So when you're at home, you can't even eat it, unless you go out and buy it again. Once you've done the clear out, then it's time for the fun bit, which is the restocking with the healthy stuff. And of course that bit is just as important, because the best intentions mean nothing if your kitchen isn't actually set up for the way that you want to live. If you're always busy, then don't buy stuff that needs a lot of prep, because you're probably not going to want to do that, or you don't have time to do that. Get things that are ready to go, or make them ready to go yourself, prepare. The trick is to remove friction, make easy choices obvious. For example, when you buy fruit and you normally wash it before you eat it, wash it straight away when you buy it before you put it away, so it's actually ready to go. You can chop vegetables in advance and put it in containers in the fridge ready to snack on. It will take away that friction, that resistance that you may have to have it at the time when you want it. You can make dips and dressings. You can use Greek yogurt, avocado, or olive oil, avocado oil, lemon juice, healthy dressings. You can add spices and herbs to that to add even more nutrition, and they can really jazz up your meals without adding junk ingredients. And the easier you make these stuff, the more likely that you're going to eat it. So I've got some super simple prep ideas, and that can make the rest of your week so much easier. If you just invest a little bit of time when you have it, it will make it much easier during the week to be healthy. You could, for example, already roast a load of veg, just maybe carrots, sprouts, sweet potatoes, just chop them into bite-sized bits, toss it with a bit of olive oil or avocado oil and your favorite herbs, spices, and roast it. And you can eat that hot or cold, so you can add that cold to a salad or on top of some quinoa, or you can reheat it again and have it with a protein, but it just makes it so much easier to have a quick, healthy, tasty meal. You can get a nice piece of slow roast meat and cook it in advance, maybe in a slow cooker or in the oven, and shred it. So then you've got shredded meat ready. Pork shoulder is really great for this. You can again use herbs and spices with the pork shoulder. I like to do that in a Mexican way with cumin and paprika, smoked paprika, slow roast it and then shred it, and then you've got that when you can use it for on top of a salad or in a wrap, or just a quick dinner with the roasted vegetables, for example. Healthy dips or dressings, I mentioned that already, but things like hummus, I don't know how you pronounce that, guacamole, salsa. Homemade salsa is actually really tasty and really easy. Just bung a load of tomatoes on a tray, maybe a green chili, a red onion, and just roast it. And when it's nicely brown roasted, then put it in a NutriBullet or blitz it with a stick blender, and then you've got an amazing salsa. And that can really help to maybe dip your vegetables in that you've already cut and washed, and they're waiting for you in the fridge. So you've got these healthy, tasty snacks at the ready. So I hope I've given you some ideas for kitchen clean out. Nothing extreme. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, any junk you get rid of is junk that you're not going to consume probably. So it is a really nice thing to do for a quick result, and then you feel better for eating healthy. And that's a quick win as well, because of course if you're going to eat healthy for 1 week, you're not going to lose a stone, but just already the feeling that you get from making better choices makes you feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, you tend to do better, and it motivates you to continue to do better. So let me know in the comments if you feel that was helpful, or actually don't let me know if you didn't think it was helpful. Just let me know if you thought it was helpful. Give me a thumbs up, and maybe subscribe to my channel if you thought it was useful. Let me know if you've done the kitchen clean out. Did it work? Or if you're going to do it, maybe before and after. You can do some before and after photos for yourself to see how different it looks. And good luck with your little action that you're going to set yourself this week, which I hope you will do. I always do that once a week. Think about one thing that you can do this week that's going to make you feel better, that's going to improve your health. Don't make it too difficult. One little action. Do it and review it next week, and maybe decide to do it again for another week, and it becomes a habit. Or maybe next week you want to do something else, and that's fine too, as long as you always have a little action on the go, because then you're in action mode. You're taking control, you feel better, you do better. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in my craft related content, then hang around, because I'm going to talk about that next. And after that I will add a little bit of footage of my week. I had my lovely friend Ivonne staying. Ivonne has a YouTube channel called Knitting Inden, and she came to stay for a few days, which was really nice. So I've got a little bit of, not a lot actually, because I just enjoyed my time with her and I didn't want to be filming the whole time. So actually it's not that much. So I'll put that after the crafty stuff. But if you're not interested in any of that, then I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you next week. I'll leave a link down below as per usual if you would like to receive my weekly email with some tips and motivation around health. So if you're still here, then you probably want to hear about my crafting, which has been pretty minimal this week. I have worked on my socks, and I also have worked on my garter Marla cardigan, but I'm not going to show you that now because I've showed that several times already, so I'll probably show you again when that's done. But I have got some crafty gifts, which Yvonne very kindly brought to give me, and some stuff that we bought when we were out and about and visited craft shop in I don't even know what that place is called, where it is, but it's Black Sheep Wools, and it's quite, I think it's quite well known in the UK. It's a large yarn store, and bought some stuff there. And then on Friday we went to London, and we went to Loop London, of course, got to be done, and bought some more yarn there. So I will show you that. So I was so excited about this present that Yvonne bought, and she got it from Quilting Mika, and it's this amazing, so you can see why Quilting Mika is called Quilting Mika, because it's a project bag, a beautiful project bag, and it's all this sort of exquisite little pieces quilted together in this beautiful bag. Then it's got this lovely fine ripcord and a beautiful lining as well. So I'm super happy with this. I couldn't believe it. Such a beautiful gift. And so you can then do it up like that, and it's really nice because it's got this sort of square bottom, so it stands up really well, and then you can open it all the way, so that's quite nice to put next to you and leave your yarn in there when you're knitting or crocheting. So yeah, I'm super grateful for that. What an amazing gift. Then, if that wasn't enough, she just actually brought so many gifts. It was just like Christmas. This amazingly beautiful skein from Vrouwtjes Wol Boutique in Holland. I think she's in Friesland, if I'm not mistaken. I'll show you the website address, so you can go there to check out Vrouwtjes' amazing yarn. So this is BFL sock. The color is pink, but then in Frisian language, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but it looks like that. Rosa, I don't know how they say it, I don't speak Fries. And it's 425 meters, 100 grams, so that's definitely really nice for socks. 75% superwash BFL and 20% nylon. Look at these beautiful colors, got that sort of dark and lighter pinks. Amazing. Then she also gave me this beautiful Lana Grossa, which I've actually never seen in the UK. So Ivonne lives in Holland, so she brought this along, and this is the Meilenweit 4-ply, and I hear so many people talk about that. I think the colour comes out quite well on the screen. Beautiful, a little bit sort of autumnal, yellow, green, blue, brown. That's definitely going to make an amazing pair of socks. Probably going to use just a plain sock pattern for that, because I think if it's got some of these beautiful colours, then they speak for themselves, and that is the number of the colour, if you're interested. I don't think it has a name. No, just a number. So that's that, and that is actually, what is that made of? 80% just wool and 20% polyamide. Then she gave me a cute pouch, which looks a bit Scottish, looks a bit like Scottish tweed, and it's even got this amazing, beautiful lining. So Yvonne is very good at sewing, so that's really nice. And then she gave me this little pouch as well, which is actually from Hobby Bags, but it's very cute, and I have used that to put my whatever you call these, you know, to put your project on if you want to try it on. I don't even know what that's called. Then I've got some more stationery, a nice card, I've got stickers, I've got these little notebooks that Yvonne uses to just write down a little bit every day and stick in some cards and stuff. For example, when we went to Loop London, picked up this little card, so she would stick it in there. I've got markers, another beautiful notebook, and another notebook. That one, so it's all super cute. I think Yvonne used to work at the Hema, and she still really likes the Hema. Everybody loves the Hema. It's a shop in Holland where you can buy all sorts, and these nice little the words escape me, you know, washi tapes. That's what that is. Then what I bought, I start with Loop London because I can see that my iPad's nearly out of battery, and I want to show you the pattern that I bought the yarn for. So I've had this in my library for a long time. It's a vest top. It's knitted bottom up, which is not something that I've ever done before, I don't think. A bit nervous about that because then you can't actually change the height. It's called Kettle Cove by Jennifer Brew. So I'll show it to you here with the name of the designer and the pattern. And I just love the look of it, the colours, but I've tried for a while to get these colours, the yarn, exactly those. And Loop London, where we went on Friday, had it. It's Gilead. that's the name. I don't know if you see this in mirror image or not. I'm not sure actually, but it's Gilead, and looks French. 250 meters per 100 grams, so a little bit thinner than DK, and it's 100% wool, and it's got a lovely squishy texture. So I really am looking forward to how that's going to look, and I've got exactly the colors that were required. So this is called Argyle. This color is called Gennet, which is the sort of a greeny type color. I think comes out better like that. And this color is called Creme Anglaise. So it's a bit sort of bit straw kind of color. So I'm really looking forward to, I might actually start that before I start the Fair Isle vest that I bought in Buxton, or the yarn for that. So on the Wednesday, we actually went to Black Sheep Wools in the place I can't remember. It's somewhere between Manchester and Liverpool. And it's supposed to be one of the largest yarn stores in the UK. It was big, for sure. But I liked it. I don't want to sound like it's not a good yarn store. It is, but maybe, I don't know. I think there was more commercial yarn and not actually that much hand-dyed yarn, and that's maybe what I was expecting, a little bit more. I don't know why. I could have seen that on the website, but it's definitely worthwhile a visit. And what did I pick up there? I picked up this West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply, just because I love this colour, and I use that for, maybe in a distance you can see my granny stitch blanket on the top of that cupboard, and I just use this sort of sock yarn, sort of 4-ply, to make that. And the colour is, hasn't got a name. It might be 06 or 281 or 0748, who knows, it doesn't actually say, but I love this colour. Then there I also got this one, and it's got a really nice texture, a little bit sort of uneven, you can see a bit sort of goes a bit thick and a bit thin. And I've never heard of this make. It's called, this brand is called Yatagan, but I have been around since 1926. It's called Long Collars, 75% soft superwash wool, 25% nylon. So socks, methinks, for sure. What is actually the length? 400 meters, yeah, definitely nice sock yarn. And again, because of the lovely color change, it's got this sort of brown and sort of yellow, not really yellow, but beige. Plain sock pattern, I think, will be amazing. So that is what I bought in Black Sheep Wools. Then on Friday, also whilst in London, I was walking back from Loop to, where was I going to? Charing Cross Station. It was a beautiful day, nice weather, and happened to walk past Stash, which is maybe not such a well-known yarn store in London. Everybody always goes to Beautiful Knitters and Loop London, but Stash is actually also a really nice little yarn store, and they do some hand-dyed and then some commercial stuff as well, quite a bit of Rowan as well. Also, Black Sheep Wools is a Rowan flagship store. But to be honest, I have knitted a lovely green jumper with Rowan. But yeah, it's not my sort of go-to brand. So, and I don't actually do a lot of 4-ply, which is, you know, probably the yarn I use the most. In Stash, I bought two yarns. One is Concept Haiti socks. Never heard of that as well. That's probably why I picked it up, but also the colours. So again, nice different colours. I think still quite summery looking, and it's not, the colour is 202, and that is the make. And This is concept by Katia, so I think Katia is the brand. 40% wool, 35% lyocell, and 25% polyamide. Now, I have to be honest with you and fess up that I don't actually know what lyocell is. That's not glittering, is it? No, it's not glittery. If you know what it is, put it in the comments. Lyocell, but so it's only 40% wool, but it feels really nice, and maybe it means that it will last long. Who knows? It's got a nice sort of, it does actually have a bit of a shine, a little bit of a shine, not glitter, but and Yvonne picked up a skein of this, but in a different colour, in black sheep wools, and then I saw it in Stash. It's the Noro World of Nature. I think that's a Japanese brand. Yeah, made in Japan, and it's the colour S44. And again, it's got that sort of lovely unevenness about it, where it's a little bit thick, a little bit thin, which makes it look a little bit rustic. It's the Silk Garden Sock Solo, 100 grams, 300 meters. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge to find out how many stitches I will need to use for the pattern, because this is thicker than 4-ply, but not quite as thick as DK. So yeah, I think I have to do some maths on that before I work that out. Needle size 3.5, 4. So I don't know, normally I use 60 stitches for my socks, so I don't know, I'm going to just work out the ratio and hope that that works. But yeah, lovely colours. It's got this sort of a little bit of yellow, blue, bright blue and green, so yeah, lovely sort of bright colours, but also a bit muted by the base colour. Looks very natural, I think. Oh, no wonder it's called the World of Nature, maybe for that reason. And I think that was it. So yeah, not actually got any projects to show really, apart from the ones that I'm already showing you. Hopefully next time I will. And I think I may, no, I've got to finish that Guatemala, before I set up something else. There's one book actually that I want to share with you that I stumbled upon this week and that I bought, and I really love it. It's called The Self-Care Year by Alison Davies. Reflect and recharge with a simple seasonal rituals. I love rituals. It's just things that you do at certain times in a certain way. Beautiful, illustrated by, I think she's called Eleanor Hill something, I need to tell you. Illustrated by Eleanor Hardiman. So that's that. And it just gives you a few sort of things to connect with nature and look after yourself at different times of the year. So a bit of breathing, a bit of fun things to do for yourself, and it's all sort of in the season. So you've got autumn. Look at that lovely illustration, isn't that gorgeous? So yeah, highly recommend it. I picked that up from Amazon. I think it was on offer and it was a tenner. Right, that's all I want to share with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll stick on a few bits and bobs, photos, videos of my past week, and thanks for watching. Hope to see you again next week. Lots of love. Bye.